What's up, guys, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, and honestly I've been thinking about doing a video like this for a really long time because this is actually something that really means a lot to me, but I never really talk about it because I feel like nobody cares about it. But since nobody cares about anything else that I talk about, I might as well, right?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So, today we're going to be talking about Naruto and why it helped me become who I am today. So a lot of you might be thinking that that's a little sad, but I don't think so. Honestly, for those of you who have watched Naruto, you know that it is jam-packed with life lessons and a lot of deep messages. And honestly, I found who I am with Naruto. I really identify with his character and with his struggle because when I was younger, I was not the confident person you see standing before you today. I was
so shy and so quiet.
And I was scared of what people thought and scared of liking what I like, doing what I do, and showing it to other people, sharing it with other people. And through Naruto, I learned to be a better person, and it taught me about perspective. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about some of the things that really inspired me from Naruto. I thought about making this video today because recently I've been rewatching Naruto from like the beginning. I'm already on Shippuden right now, and I'm actually watching it right now, so I'm just gonna show you my little setup. Okay, so I had to take off my camera from my tripod to show you guys my little setup here, but as you can see, I have my laptop set up over here, obviously watching Naruto, and whenever I watch Naruto, it also makes me want to learn Japanese, and that's actually another thing that's really important to me is languages. So when I was younger, I started watching Naruto when maybe I was like 13 or something, and obviously anime is always further ahead in Japan than it was here in the US. So I would watch in Japanese with English dub, but I got to a point where I was like, I don't want to keep reading subtitles, so I wanted to start learning Japanese, and that's where I started. And that's one of the things that Naruto inspired in me, was my love in languages. So yeah, let me just set this up again. Okay, so to be honest with you, there are just so many things that inspired me from Naruto that I'm really just not gonna have time to talk about everything today. But I wanted to talk about 3 things that were really important to me and helped me come out of my shell growing up, and those are confidence, determination, and perspective. So for those of you who have not watched Naruto, the easiest way that I can describe it is that it's about an anime about a little boy who had a demon fox spirit sealed inside his body before he was born. So growing up, he was the outcast of his village and nobody wanted to associate with him because this demon ravaged their village years ago, so nobody wants to associate with him because they think of him as this demon. But as the anime goes on, you see him grow up and touch people and show people that it doesn't really matter what people think of you. It's just really, what matters is who you are, you know? The demon that he has inside of him has nothing to do with who he is as a person, and he shows that time after time after time, and people doubt him, and people make fun of him, and people push him away, but he just doesn't give up. He keeps going after his dream of becoming Hokage, which is like the leader of his village. I'm not gonna give any spoilers away, but that's pretty much the premise of the story, and I really think that it is a touching plot, and as time goes on, you get attached to these characters, you know, you build these relationships with these characters that are just cartoon characters, but I felt like I connected more with these cartoon characters than I actually really connected with anybody in real life. When I was younger, I would literally just lock myself in my room all day and like watch Naruto. I would spend hours on end trying to learn like the hand signs for like the jutsus. don't know, I just found so much solace in it. I would play the video games, I would watch the anime, I would read the manga, and I just really loved and felt inspired by Naruto and his journey, because I identified with it. And I think that that's what a lot of people found in the anime. I know I had a lot of friends who also loved the anime and felt the same way that I did. And my group of friends, we were like the outcasts of the school, you know? We were the anime nerds, the video game nerds, the ones that had our own lunch table and would just like talk about anime and manga, and we found joy in that. And that was so beautiful to me. And even to this day, I still watch it and I still find it inspiring, and it's the reason why I'm making this video today, and it's the reason why I felt like I should, because this actually is a big part of who I am. So starting off with determination, I think that this is probably the thing that people most notice about Naruto, is that he doesn't give up, you know? A lot of the times every time, the odds are stacked against him. From the very beginning, everybody's against him, nobody's on his side, you know? He has to win everybody over, and he has this fierce determination to just keep going. And so many times throughout my life, and of course I know that so many other people feel the same way, I feel like giving up, you know? I mean, I haven't made a video on YouTube for a while because I enjoy it, you know, but you spend so much time making these videos and nobody watches them and you feel like nobody cares, and it's like, it's so easy to want to just give up and not do anything, you know? But Naruto just keeps going, and he's like, no, like, I failed this time, but I'm just gonna keep getting up. And that was a life lesson that was huge for me, because I could have given up at any point in my journey, and you know, I'm not done with my journey. I am where I am, and I know that I have more ambition to keep going, and I'm going to. And no matter how many times I fall down, I want to keep getting back up. And that's something that I learned from Naruto, from an anime, you know? But just because he's an anime, that doesn't change the fact that it's a real lesson.
And exactly what do you know about Naruto anyway? Sure, Naruto's not the brightest guy, he's clumsy, he goofs off, and he's a bird brain. But no one will surprise you more than him. He's saved our butts more times than I can even count. Every time someone expects him to fail, he proves them wrong. That's who Naruto Uzumaki is. And if you're his teammate, you'll remember that.
The second really important trait, and it's really similar to his determination, is his confidence. He's a really confident little kid, you know? I mean, almost cocky, and that's something that I really admired, because I used to be so shy and insecure and not sure of myself, and I had to learn from, again, an anime, that you don't have to be the best at everything. You just have to be the best version of you and keep striving to get better every day. And that's what he does. That's what he does every single episode. Every single episode, he's better than he was before. And he keeps learning and learning, and he just has this confidence inside of him. He's so sure of himself. He knows he's gonna get where he wants to go. And I took that from him. That's exactly what I want, you know? That's how I feel. I know I'm going to get where I want to get. And there are gonna be a lot more failures than there will be successes, I know that. But it's that confidence and that surety in oneself that keeps me going, you know? I mean, you have to feel good about yourself, and you have to be your biggest fan, because, I mean, who's gonna be there for you? I mean, what's that saying? Like, you have to love yourself before anybody else loves you, you know? I mean, I'm sure that's not exactly the saying, that's definitely not word for word verbatim, but that's what it is, you know? I mean, that's something that I had to learn the hard way, you know? Because so many times I would fail at something because I wasn't confident at it, you know? And so much of what I've learned, and so much about the person that I am today, is rooted in my confidence, right? And it's almost like I had to learn that it was really hard to gain confidence, you know? And and nobody's 100% confident, okay? I still have doubts about myself every day. Everyone does. But at the end of the day, I'm confident enough in myself to know that I will get where I want to be if I just stick with that. And drum roll please, the last one. The third thing that I found really important is perspective, and this is something that's really built into the storyline with almost every single character. Every single character has their own arc, you know, everybody has their own story, and that's very like verisimilar. It's just like real life. Everybody has their own story. And a lot of times we meet characters that we're judging off the bat, and we're like, this person's evil and this person's bad and blah blah blah, you know, but nobody is bad. You know, nobody thinks that they're evil. Nobody thinks of themselves as bad. And all of the values that everybody holds is kind of, they've just been shaped from their life experiences. One example that I can give is a character named Pain, who is one of the most evil characters, and without saying too much to spoil the plot, he is one of the main antagonists way later on in the series. But we come to find out that he's got this vision for the world, you know? And that's a recurring theme with almost every evil character. They have this vision for the world, for a better world, to kind of achieve peace, but by their own means. It also reminds me of another one of my favorite anime, Code Geass, which, you know, has that same kind of ideal of everybody's trying to achieve peace, but how they want to achieve it is different from person to person, and that's shaped by their own experiences, you know? Some people might come off as rude or mean or something, or just flat out bad people. And I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that there's no such thing as bad people. We all know that that's not true. There are inherently bad people in the world, I think, but most people aren't. Most people are just shaped by their experiences, and they got to where they are because of those experiences. And Naruto's role in that is he has this kind of, everybody refers to this special power that Naruto has, and it's beyond his ninjutsu, beyond his actual power, you know? It's his ability to connect with people and empathize with people, understand their plight, but make them understand that it doesn't always have to be achieved in a bad way. There's not one way to go about doing everything. And everybody has a different perspective on everything. And I feel like one of the most important things, one of the most important characteristics that we can have as human beings is empathy, and being able to understand other people's perspectives. Even though they might not align with our own values, just because we accept somebody else's values, that doesn't diminish our own. We might have different perspectives from other people, and we've all had our own personal journeys. Everybody has their own history, but at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and we're all in this together, and the only way that we can achieve that world peace is if we come together and share our stories and share our perspectives and are open to everybody else's as well. So that was a lot. I don't know how long I expected this video to be, but I certainly did not expect it to be this long. But yeah, I know that there's a lot of stigma against anime, and I almost feel like it's starting to subside a little bit, and it's almost starting to be trendy to actually, I think it is trendy now to like anime. And I love that. I love that so much. That makes me so happy. And I wish more people would be more open to watching anime, or watching Naruto specifically, because it really does teach you a lot about life. I mean, it might be a cartoon, But like I said, it's based on real things. It's so real to me, and I always get this pleasure of whenever I introduce one of my friends to Naruto and they like it, or really anything, it's human nature to love. I mean, it's human nature to feel good when you introduce somebody to something that matters to you and they like it. And so whenever I introduce my friends to Naruto and they like it, it means a lot to me and makes me feel good. And I've introduced a lot of my friends to Naruto, and sometimes they might be like, at first they might be like, it's weird, it's strange, it's different, because it is different. But it's so amazing, and if you just open your mind to watching cartoons, I think anyone could learn a lot from Naruto. That's why I feel like Naruto had a huge impact on making me who I am today, and I thank Masashi Kishimoto every single day for making this amazing anime, manga, and sharing it with the world, because I truly believe that this anime has helped so many people become good people. Okay, I think that's all for today. I don't know why it took so long to make a video like this, because honestly, I really enjoyed making it. And I really hope that you guys like it, because to be honest with you, I enjoyed this a lot, and I'm gonna be making more videos like this. But for now, that's all. I'm gonna get back to my workout, and studying Japanese, and watching Naruto. And hopefully you do too. Okay, thanks guys. I'll be back with more, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if I want you to take one lesson out of this, is that your history does not determine who you are. And you can always get ahead, and you can always get to where you want to be if you keep on believing it. Believe it!